Yeah. Yeah.
Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Winston. Going right side here, and that's complete. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, it's Hunt. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now third down.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Now Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Let's go now. 60 or. I'm coming up to you. 80 weapons. Sit down.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18 there in the.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching. Down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Saquon Barkley. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got one. Check 9. Check 52. One twist. Kill. 5.
Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Get it.
Young on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Here we go.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Walk out.
Here's Young from the shotgun. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football.
Ready.
But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Set, ready. 18, Gator. Check back. Tighten up. Speed dribble.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Sam off.
Young to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's 3rd down and goal.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Watch the screen. Hey, Delta. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's it, baby. We go work.
So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
3rd down and 7.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Fielded just inside the 20.
Come on,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, it's Young. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
General West. Shift.
On the run, it's Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, exit.
Looking to throw on second down. Young. And his throw here's incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Young operating from the gun. Man open, it's Moss complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
Got it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Young. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so They're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again with Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
To throw again. Young. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now Sanders. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
I'm here all day. Let's go.
Winston now to throw on first down. That's caught by Howard and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Single, slap. White.
From the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And incomplete. Jabril Pepper is on the coverage.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you third down.
58. Rock it.
Here's Young. From the gun, he'll throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Giants. 51 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Barkley. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
61, matchbox, light, 5.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Young now on third down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Showing up. Watch twitch. Watch the
And Rosas pulled it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Bravo!
It's Young on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
You got nothing. Kill, kill, kill.
Go, go. Now.
The second down throw for Young. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
First down, Giants.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. Hey, Wahoo!
58's the mark. 58's the mark. Watch the flag.
5.
Second down, Young. Over the middle, complete. That's Moss. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
Undercross, Leo!
Check 31, check 31.
22 jet bomber.
Again, it's Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
In your face.
Rosas to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what do you... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing, Winston. And the pressure gets to him again. Lorenzo Carter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Winston to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
On the ready.
53 is the mic.
X3. 218.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pilot, 64. Reach. Go.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
I got you. 53's the mic.
Hey, orbit. Now.
Young. And that will be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
55, Mike 54.
Winston gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Winston now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, It was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.